The idea of collection, or I guess the meaning of the word collection is really varied. I guess collection can be simply collecting some objects. It could be a set of sets. It could be an inference one makes. And it could be collecting taxes or collecting money for charity. So that's just some of the meanings that the word collection has. For me, and I think sometimes we may be using the word collection, but we don't actually mean the same thing. In a sense, we're not even using the same word at all. And so the collection at the Flinders Museum being a very specific thing because it is an institutional and it has a specific criteria and a sort of a historical disposition. My book was more an act of love. It was, I didn't document the type of plants they are, or I didn't document the time of the day, or even though these thoughts had occurred to me, to what extent should I go while I am doing this? But something much more fundamental was the reason that I began to do this. It was being alive and being in the world that was really the underlying factor. And so when I collected when things spoke to me, from North Terrace or overseas in Israel when I was there, or from my mother's garden. I took the book with me to on a pilgrimage to Haifa and Akka. And in between Haifa and Akka, there's a garden, Bahji Garden. There was a stamp, and I stamped each page. And that, in a way, gave it sort of a centrality. But again, as to sort of speak of it as a collection, I'm not sure if I can say, but it became, I guess, literally the book became a, the way I can say, the book has a use. It's a living organism. Literally, it is a living thing. I mean, if you look into it, you can see molds grow and all sorts of things. When I made the video, I wasn't mapping. I wanted to watch the watching. So I really saw the sort of, as I saw most of the collection through the videos that I made, rather than, I mean, I saw a little bit as we sort of were touring, but mostly I saw it through that. And I wanted it like that because I wanted to bracket my own viewing by videoing it in that way, so I could watch my watching. So it's a second order watching, but it is not the collection. It is just an image of the collection. It's an image through my eyes of the collection. So when you start putting it that way, then it becomes such a limited view.